Hello everyone, welcome back to React Tutorials. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to create your first React component from scratch step by step. I will explain everything in simple terms. Even if you are new to React, you will be able to follow along and build your own component. In this tutorial, we will go through what are React components, create the hello world component, enhancing the component. Let's talk about what are React components. React components are the building blocks of React application, which are reusable piece of code that describes how a particular part of user interface should look and behave. Each component can have its own state, property, and methods. Components can be classified into two categories: functional component and class component. Functional components are stateless and rely on props to render UI elements, while class components are stateful and can use lifecycle method and internal state to manage their behavior. Example of React components includes button, forms, navigation menu, headers, and footers. This is an example of React component where you can see header component, sidebar component, detail component, and footer component. These components can be reused throughout an application to improve consistency and efficiency. One of the main benefits of using component is code reusability. By breaking down an application into smaller reusable components, developers can write less code and reduce redundancy. This also makes it easier to maintain and update the application. Another benefit of using component is modularity as well. The components are built independently and combined to create more complex user interfaces. This allows for more efficient development and easier collaboration among team members. Let's see how we create hello world component. You can use any code editor, but I am using Visual Studio Code. Let's begin creating a new file in src folder and name it hello.js. This is our new JS file. As we already have a snippet extension, we can use all the code snippets using these prefixes. So I want to create a component. To do that, I can say, if you scroll down, I can use this RCC to create component. I do the same thing with hello world. So say RCC tab, it will create a component for me. It puts all the code snippet related to component, and I can edit the way. This basically created a class component. We need to create a function component. So we are going to create a function, React function using code snippet or React functional component tab. Let's break down this code line by line. Import React from React. This line imports a React library which will need to create React component. Function hello. This line hello world component. Components are defined using functions in React. The return, it describes what component should look like when it's rendered to the screen. Div HTML. This line starts a new div element, which is common container element in HTML. So I can say h1 hello world. This line renders an h1 element with the text hello world inside it. I may export default hello. Do you know why it is giving an error? Because we have this export already in here. We can add like this instead of this, or we can get rid of this, export default, and that will work. Or else we can do the other way as well. Both will work. So now the time to import it in app.js file. So to display our hello world, we have to import that in root component. So the way we add it is say hello and hit tab and then this element. Once this is done, it automatically imports the hello world component into app.js file and then renders it once we run it. The way we run it, say npm start, hit enter. This is running all the script. First React app starts, React script starts, and then it will bring the page. It's gonna take a while. Still processing. Starting the development server. Loading up. The hello world should be here. Yeah, as you can see, hello world. I can get rid of this. We can get rid of it by taking out. Yeah, there you go. There is no logo on top. I can see hello world. This is your first React application and the hello world message. See, how do we enhance the component? Suppose I want this word to be dynamic. I can say hello John, right? So how do I do it? We can dynamically render this text in this hello function. We say constant variable name equal to John. So the way we render this one here is name. So now this is kind of dynamic rendering. Once you go back to your browser, it shows hello John. That's how we dynamically render the content using expression, meaning curly braces. It's same as Angular. We can do the same using object. Let me create a object const person object which has JSON name property John. So this is my person object. The way I bind it here is person dot name. Once you save it, this has been changed. Small j. So this is how you dynamically bind the data. You can display whatever the content you want, and this curly braces, this is to display. I can say SDS, say it's an error because it's not getting recognized. I just have to make it string that will reflect. I can say like this numeric 6, it will get displayed. You can add, subtract, do whatever you want. That will work. Into 7, you get all the results. In real time, we get all this data from the services or components, wherever it is from. But the way we bind is using curly braces. This is all about our first component. To recap what we have covered in this tutorial, what React components are, how to create components. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel for more tutorials on React and other web development topics. Thank you for your time and happy coding.